In this video, we're going to be talking a bit about Lucifer. I've had experiences with Lucifer, but mostly I feel closer to working with Samael, the architect of the Clipoth. Before we continue, consider smashing that subscribe button and clicking that notification bell. I decided to see what you, my viewers, would like to see. So I asked on the community post, what would you like to see on the channel? You could go to the community post and add your ideas of what you would like to see. Heidi, what would you like to see? My cat just passed me. Many in the occult community are very attracted to Lucifer. They want to work with Lucifer. Lucifer has a very, very big following. The fallen angel, the one that defied God. I see it the same way when it comes to Samael. Samael also defied God, but in Judaism. Lucifer, I have noticed, was more with... I understood that Lucifer is more based on Christianity. My experiences with Lucifer were from the Clipoth. When I was working with the spheres of the Clipoth and going through my own initiations, when I hit Thaumiel, that is when I met Lucifer. Some people think that Lucifer and Samael are the same. Everyone is going to have their thoughts on the history of these two deities. But when I was working with the Clipoth, Samael and Lucifer are two different energies, two different entities. And that is how it was presented to me. When you are dealing with these deities, make sure that you don't think of what they could do for you, but what you could learn from them. Because it's all about spiritual growth. Lucifer is going to present himself the way your brain will accept it. That is what it is important to understand. These energies take on archetypes, symbolism that our brain can understand, beyond human structure. That is something to keep in mind when you are dealing with these deities. Anyone can fall into a trap of seeing an egregore. An egregore is a thought form that the human collective has created, not the energy for what it is, and that can interfere with what you are seeing. Discernment is very important. Understand that sometimes traumas that we haven't worked on, it is important to see through that illusion. By learning discernment, discernment is not something that you learn and forget about. It's important to understand that you have to keep on top of it, so that you are connecting to the deity and not having an egregore or thought form act in its place. Other than working on your third eye and astral senses to see the deity, it's important to also work on auditory, so you could hear the deity, and the energy of that deity. How does it feel? Is it consistent when you see that deity? When you see... Every time I saw Lucifer, he appeared in a white cloak. And he had brown hair, angel wings, held a staff, and had a hexagram on his chest. But this is the way he presented himself to me. If you had experiences with Lucifer, I would love to hear on how he presented himself to you. Everyone is going to have their way of contacting Lucifer. Astrally, and that's how I prefer to work. Many people like to work in the material with altars. The only altars I have is the deities that I actually work with. There's some deities I don't even have any altars for because I just don't have any space. Very important question is Lucifer Satan? I think that Satan is a adversarial name, like a title. Do I believe Lucifer is a title? No, I do not. When I first started working with magic, I had a book by A.E. Waite called The Book of Black Magic, and there was a sigil of Lucifer Schwoffelkeil. I actually thought at that time that was Lucifer because I had no idea who Lucifer Schwoffelkeil was. Lucifer is associated with rebellion and individual will. He teaches inner truth and mental clarity, to see things clearly, not to be trapped by illusions. He also teaches on how to be more confident in yourself and specifically your path, on how to illuminate the road ahead. He will challenge you on confronting your ego and your fears. A lot of these deities do that. Imagine the brain, and each deity, I feel, works on specific parts of your brain and traumas on how you could be resilient to those traumas. It is not about power. Power is a byproduct. What's important is that they teach you lessons on how you could refine your spirit in this lifetime, so you can get to the next level of understanding what your divinity truly is. Now, if you're interested in watching If You Ever Got a Demon Angry, you could click here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Also, consider following me on Patreon to support the channel so I could bring you better content.